Welcome to HYDE Universe, a brand new fashion doll line in the works that combines spy and high fashion to the extreme in a brand new ARG, also storyline that's rich in characters, inclusivity, and much more. So stay tuned, subscribe, and let's get into it. Now, HYDE was kind enough and gracious to message me on Instagram to invite me on talking about their brand new artwork that was shared not too long ago, last week, and they even shared some sneak peeks, like prototype images and information with me that we'll get into as the video unfolds. But yeah, I'm just so honored that HYDE reached out to me to, collaborate with me in, just debuting this first look at what could be eventually an amazing looking doll line with, again, rich storylines, characters. The world already feels lived in. This is kind of like a ARG, alternate reality game, but in a doll line. So it's definitely not something that we've ever seen before. It reminds me of like Rainbow High, Monster High vibes a lot. I think this, HYDE combines many things we like from previous already established doll lines that we know and love, but takes it up a notch to the extreme in this futuristic setting that I just think we've never seen something like this before. So many people are involved with the making of HYDE, and I'm just so excited that we can finally just talk full in depth. The artwork, the characters, the lore. Yes, we have so much to unpack here. So just once again, thank you, HYDE, for including me. Now let's start off here. HYDE has been in the works since August of 2023. So in August of this year, that marks a 3-year anniversary for HYDE as a passion project doll line. That is amazing. I think it just goes to show you that, good things do take time. And so far, they are in the prototyping stage. So I think it just, it's really, they've had a good, a progression so far, I would say. And now with the official announcement and also reveal of the artwork, I think, it could, we could see some more stuff happening this year for sure. So some interesting stuff here. First off, there are 4 different and unique body sculpts that have been made, 2 males and for 2 females. One of the male sculpt has a heeled foot to accommodate heels. So that's already amazing. The cast is openly LGBTQA plus characters. The hair of the prototypes will be featured with nylon fibers. The story features more mature themes aimed at an older audience. Currently, we have 4 unique face sculpts for the first 4 characters, and I will be sharing the theme for the first ever doll line from HYDE at the end of the video, so stay tuned. Then we also have, you will be able to see makeup on some male dolls, which that is amazing as well to see. We have had some makeup on male dolls before, like from Barbie BMR, but it is definitely like, not many that we see too often. Then we will have also a unique doll stand that will be designed for this project. Each of the first 4 characters revealed has a Twitter account. Very, very interesting. There's a mystery looming in the story around the death of Zayn's father, Azriel D. Hayes, a tech mogul. And then, of course, like I mentioned before, this is an ARG type of, brand where it's really in-depth and rich in stories. So the universe here of HYDE is set in an alternate universe with different physics laws as well. So it's going to be definitely very much more of a futuristic vibe that you will be seeing, kind of like Blade Runner-esque, kind of like in that vein. I think it's very interesting. I also love how, HYDE as a whole is very inclusive with the LGBTQA plus community. They even have a trans character. And speaking of, all of the 8 characters we'll meet in a second are living in Easton Hill, which is a big futuristic city. There are 2 groups right now made up of 4 each. There are the new recruits and then the double agents. So, they all of the 8 characters will have normal fashion day jobs. And then at night, I guess they're all spies. So it's very interesting. And speaking of, let's get to meet these new characters right now. By the way, I love how you'll see this in a second, but every character has a monochromatic kind of like mostly look. So that also gives me Rainbow High vibes. But starting off here with the new recruits, we have Zayn D. he has. Now, he is most likely to forget your name and give you a nickname instead. Don't let him hang out near the armory. Pronouns he, him, age 23 years old, occupation stylist. Personality is calculated, quick-witted, and wary. And then some random facts are, Zayn is always fiddling with his necklace. Below his confident exterior, he can get quite anxious when he starts to lose control over the situation he is currently in. It doesn't make him feel the best, it doesn't make him the best candidate for teamworks, and also, especially if you throw in Brooke or William in the mix. So again, amazing. He has a mostly pink looking color scheme. I love the little bunny ears, the fluffy looking top. Also, he is more, feminine presenting with some makeup, and I love how also obviously his outfit silhouette is much more feminine. I think it's just so cool that we have like a male character, wearing more feminine clothing. We love to see it, because I definitely feel like we don't get enough of this type of representation in, doll media. I think it's just not enough. Also, of course, like I mentioned previously, there is a unsolved mystery with his father's murder, so that's definitely going to be a big plot point. And also his necklace probably means a lot to him, and why, I guess we'll have to wait and find out. Moving on, here we have May Pearl. She is most likely to have a genius yet dangerous idea, and don't let her drink more than one energy drink per day. Pronouns she, her, age 23 years old as well, occupation fashion designer, personality spontaneous, outgoing, and smart. And then random fact, May is the resident fashion designer of the group, but on top of that, she is very skilled with technology. Her experiments sometimes end up starting small fires, but thankfully William is always there to put them out. Eventually, things always just end up working out with her experiments and technology projects, and there's hardly someone as strong-willed as her. So May, as the fashion designer, isn't as outrageous with her, outfit here. I think it's much more, simple, especially compared to other characters' looks we'll see as the video goes on. But I think it's still really cute. We have a red dress, a black leather jacket, her sunglasses, the pigtails are like the bottom, the tips are dipped in like red. Love that. We have her tights, and also the boots have a little bit of the red on the soles peeking through, and also the red socks. I think it all looks amazing. I love a cohesive little moment here, and I think May just looks amazing with her little red dress here. Next, we have Brooke Reed. She is most likely to be sarcastic, and don't let her alone with Zayn unless you want to suffer the consequences. Pronouns are she, her, and she is indeed a trans character. That's amazing. We love to see it. Age 24 years old, occupation fashion editor. Her personality is slightly judgmental, sarcastic, and charismatic. And then random facts. If there was anything to know about anyone, Brooke knew it before anyone else did. As a fashion editor, she is very meticulous and detail-oriented, with the ability to detect even the smallest of anomalies. Her interest in the smallest details is probably what led her to the doll collecting and... Okay, what? Doll collecting? There's doll collecting in HYDE. The actual universe of HYDE has, oh my god, I love that. We love a little inception moment. And then what led her to Ezra D. Ash and to recruit her as a spy. So very interesting as well. Of course, Brooke and Zayn seem to have a bit of a frenemies and, vibe. So interesting. Why? We don't know. But I do love that she has like two different colored eyes. Her, little peekaboo colored moment in the hair. Also lovely. The simple dress with the combined puffer jacket and the boots. I think her also like a periwinkle / lilac color theme. I love it. Lastly, from the new recruits, we have William Aquino. He is most likely to lead the missions, and don't give him the ox. No, seriously, don't. Pronouns he, him, age 24 years old, occupation fashion model, personality he is cool, composed, and mature. And in random facts, there is, well, what is there to say about William? He is very protective over what he cares about, even if it means throwing himself in the eye of the storm to save the day. This hero persona can also get on the nerves of some people like Zayn. Interesting. So I guess like Zayn doesn't like Brooke and William. I don't know, but I guess he likes, does he like May? It's just, I like how we already have like different dynamics between different characters, and it's just like obviously like why and how, and I want to know more. But William's design, I love the denim look with the pants, the coat, the furry little trim, and then the little highlight in the hair. I think he just looks so cool. And also he and May are like best friends, so I also love how we already know that dynamic too. Moving on from the new recruits to the double agents here. First up, we have Naomi Cole. Now, she is most likely to tend to your wounds if she likes you, and don't underestimate her. Pronouns she, her, age 24 years old, occupation model, fashion model, personality is caring, warm, confident, and random fact. Naomi is the leader of the double agents, and she has been working for HYDE for a few years now, which has made her a very strong and valuable asset. She has her opinion on the four chaotic junior spies, the new recruits we just talked about, and she is quite wary around newcomers. She feels like those newcomers are they're never good news, and they sound like trouble to her. So she will also do anything to protect her peers. So again, she's very protective. She feels like the leader. She's very, controlling perhaps even, but she has a caring and warm side to her as well. So I like her. I like how she has two sides. I like how she can be warm, but also very stoic and probably very strict. So I think she sounds super amazing. And also her design, very brown, very many brown tones here, very, earth grounded, but also still stylish. I love the heels, the boots, the braids. Oh my gosh, I think she has one of my favorite designs, I think, from all 8 characters. Next, we have Isaiah Foreign. Now, he is most likely to throw a tantrum if things don't go his way. Don't mention his crush on Eden. Okay, oh my gosh, they have crushes. I need to know everything. Pronouns he, him, age 25 years old, occupation fashion marketing, and his personality includes impulsive, hot-headed. During random facts, his first meeting with the new recruits was interesting. It seemed like he and Zane weren't complete strangers. Who knows what this meeting might unearth? So very interesting. I don't know. I feel like they might have had something going on, some flirting. Maybe they have a relationship already. Maybe they're childhood friends. It could go any way, but I love how there's so much to kind of like, dig in. Like there's so much speculation already around these characters and their relationships to each other. And it really seems like Zane has a lot of, he has a lot of beef and like he knows some people, and it's like, yeah, it really seems like Zane is like the protagonist of this story. His design, I think, reads much more stereotypical, like male-looking outfit, right? Like he kind of looks like a jock to me. Like we have the kind of like jersey-looking shirt, but it's off the shoulder, which I think is a nice kind of like cool take on like the otherwise, generic-looking, jersey-looking shirt. I also love the orange on him with the flare at the bottom of the pants. He also has like an off-the-shoulder jacket on one of his arms. He's holding a bag. Also in the middle of the shirt, it's like bunched up with a silver A, and keep an eye on this A because there's a couple of like A details like this hidden in other characters' designs, which could stand for something that we'll talk about in a bit. And then he has a silver chain. I like the backwards baseball cap, but I think he's just the most generic out of all the boys, but I still I definitely love the flare at the pants. Like he looks cool. Next, we have Eden Nicolette. Can we just appreciate that last name, Nicolette? I mean, what? How cute. Also, again, Eden, apparently Isaiah has a crush on Eden, so she's most likely to run into a wall because she's in her head. So she's like a very, like dreamy person. And don't make her cry. Oh, maybe she's also a little bit sensitive. I relate, girl. Pronouns she, her, age 23 years old, occupation accessory designer. Personality is bubbly, sensitive. Yeah, I thought. Awkward. And then random facts. Eden Nicolette is the bubbly Middle Eastern princess of the double agents. As everyone's favorite sensitive redhead, she holds a special place in the team's heart, and they are fiercely protective of her. Also, she is the youngest of the double agents, I think, so far. Yes, she's the youngest at 23 years old. The others are 25 and 24 respectively, so also keep that in mind. She may be a whirlwind of emotions, but don't underestimate her skills as a spy. Her natural clumsiness somehow always works in her favor, and turning potential into mishaps into unexpected advantages on her missions. So very fun. I think her green design here is absolutely gorgeous. Again, also with the combination of the red hair color. I think, redheads and green have always been a iconic dynamic in history, like fashion characters like, Poison Ivy, yeah, it's just like, I feel like she gives me Poison Ivy vibes. Also like the floral kind of like looking frills on the sleeves, the dress, also denim vest. And then we have her cowboy boots. Oh my God, I love her design. I think also one of my faves for sure. And I can totally see why Isaiah has a crush on her. Lastly, from the double agents, we have Leo Vanderval. He is most likely to appear out of nowhere without a sound. And don't touch his camera. Pronouns, he, him, age 24 years old, occupation, he is a fashion photographer, and personality is loyal, compassionate, and sometimes a hard-headed individual. Random fact, Leo Vanderval is the resident cool and chill boy. He is a go-with-the-flow kind of guy and balances well with the fiery personality of Isaiah Foreign. So it seems like he and Isaiah are maybe like, bros, best buds, kind of like to balance each other's personality traits. And then Leo always has the eye for capturing things as a photographer, of course. So what does that allude to? He has a knack for capturing things, like physically capturing things, or just like literally like just taking pictures of models and stuff. Interesting. I feel like there's definitely much more to him than meets the eye. Now, his design, I think I like a lot more. It's definitely giving me like Clueless, Cher Horowitz vibes. What's her last name? Cher from Clueless. Basically, like with that jacket, right? It's just iconic. Love that. And then we have a pair of denim shorts. Also, like he's holding like a purse, and also the shoes, very Timberland looking. I like his messy looking curly hair, and he has freckles. How adorable! And I love how once now they've all shared the artworks for all of the 8 characters on HYDE's Instagram account. You can see that they all match up perfectly with the middle post, where they have a all cohesive color pattern on each direction of the actual corresponding character. So it kind of like builds a rainbow. So I don't know, I love how it's all planned out. I love how it's all intentional, and like nothing seems like a mistake here. Like everything seems like it has its purpose. And I love the attention to detail. Like, it's amazing. You might be wondering, well, what connects all 8 of the characters here? Well, it's HYDE, of course, and the ever so mysterious Ezra the Ash. And we actually have some exclusive information on who Ezra the Ash is, this, mysterious mentor figure. But firstly, let's talk about here the name and concept of the first ever doll line for HYDE, which would be East Drift. It's a mission-themed line and will feature some of the iconic characters we just met from the 8, dressed in their spy outfits for a high-speed chase mission. Of course, the looks we just saw and the characters are considered to be their core looks, and I'm assuming they're saving those looks for the dolls in a future line. But this is East Drift, again, a high-speed chase mission, which could include 4 to 5 of the 8 characters we just saw. So I think that's so interesting. And of course, now it's up to you, the viewer, to let me know down below who of the 8 characters you would like to see most be included in this, East Drift first ever mission from HYDE. Please let your voice be heard, because they are definitely keeping their eyes out and peeled to see what the comment section will look like, and who are the, favorites from the 8 characters we've seen so far, and who you would like to see get their doll first. Here's some more tea on Ezra the Ash, the mysterious figure looming all of the 8 characters. He is a slightly older character at 28. He is also a senior agent in charge of recruiting and guiding the younger spies. He is a mysterious, charismatic, and slightly cold character who never shows the bottom half of his face to anyone. He is basically a mentor, and he handpicked the group of the 4 new recruits to join HYDE because of their unusual skills. So yes, Ezra the Ash basically is a mentor / guide figure to all 8 of the spies that we've met now. And again, 28, he might get a doll in the future, and also bottom half of his face, he doesn't show it to anyone. Maybe he has a injury or a disfigurement. I think maybe he could be like part cyborg. I don't know, just throwing stuff. I just feel like that's so interesting. It feels like anything is possible in the world of HYDE. Now, of course, you should definitely check out the HYDE Universe Instagram account to always stay up to date on all the latest news, and also to dig in to the clues and teasers left in all of the pictures that they've shared. But also, they have created 4 brand new Twitter accounts for the new recruits characters, so check those out as well if you ever feel like you want to dig into some mysterious clues. But that's not all, because now we're getting into all of the prototypes we've seen so far from the HYDE Passion Project. Again, also remember that the HYDE project is currently in the prototyping stage. But here, first up, we have a kind of like 3D render of what face sculpt of the William Aquino face sculpt and what that might look like and in the actual real world. So I think it looks great. I think it obviously captures his resemblance, the face structure, the lips, the eyes. I can only imagine how amazing this would look like with actual like painted details and like a full face. It looks really good. And here we actually have a fully painted prototype face here from Brooke Reed, done by Sandro IDQT on Instagram. I mean, the talent. I'm like speechless. This looks amazing. It literally just looks like a inspired by Monster High faces, like the eyes, and then like Bratz also kind of like giving me those vibes. It just looks amazing. It looks professional. It looks seamless. It looks clean. It looks effortless. It looks amazing. We need to see the full dolls. Like, I mean, I know they're still in like the prototype stage and like it's but I can't wait. Like, I feel like there's so much promising work here that we've seen already, from the character lore build up, the world build up. And then of course we have the actual first look at the face, what they could look like, for Brooke at least. It looks amazing. I think it also, like, the two colored eyes, great job. The lashes, the eyeshadow, again, like, just, it looks so effortless. It looks amazing. And the lips and just like how they're shiny. And I mean, just the talent is immeasurable. It looks amazing. I keep saying that amazing, but she really does look amazing. Like, I just can't help it. Looks so good. We need to see more. I need to see the other characters now as well. I'm so pumped. Okay, now here we also have a couple of images of the early prototype bodies, and also then we have some final, more recent ones. These here, we can see they're mostly gray, and I think these were more of like the early ones. I think for the male looking body, it's for Zayn, and you can see that on some of these there's no articulation, and that obviously changes, but I think it's so interesting how, again, like the progression of like the evolution of like how far they've come. I think it really just goes to show you that, again, they've been this has been a passion project for almost 3 years now. So that's just something to, like, it goes to show, like, this is dedication, okay? This is amazing. And here we have, I think, the most recent development for the prototype bodies. You can see here the male and the male and female bodies are going to be made up of resin. We have airbrushed skin, so that's really nice. Apparently the female one, we can see here, this is for Brooke Reed, and she was sculpted to have a taller build compared to May Pearl, so I guess May will be shorter. Brooke has the same height as William's body sculpt, so that is interesting. They are the two tallest characters. Okay, and then for the male body sculpt, we can see here, this one is representing what Zayn's body would look like. He was sculpted to have a shorter and less muscular build compared to William's body sculpt. So again, I love how they're really just giving all of these different body sculpts personality and to really fit them with each character that they are going for. Zayn has the same height as May Pearl, so I guess they're both shorter. And also heeled feet, because he's gonna be wearing heels. So I think, again, so fun. I love what I'm seeing so far. The airbrushed skin detail, that's also amazing. Here's also a little sneak peek at what the packaging might look like. This was done by Mookie Tunes as well. So it seems to have some design on the side of the box, which I think that looks amazing. And again, maybe very also inspired by Monster High packaging, because I feel like Monster High packaging, like the core releases, at least way back when, those are iconic. Like, they're just so recognizable. So I definitely feel like, they gotta have some kind of like recognizable packaging design here for HYDE as well. And that is essentially everything we know so far from the character bios, the prototype images, our first look at the artwork, the lore building, and of course now we have officially we now know what the first doll line from HYDE will be called, East Drift, and also what the theme will be, a high speed chase, car chase, and 4 or 5 of the 8 characters will be wearing their spy gear. So it's just so interesting, so much to take in. I hope this video was kind of like a good introduction to what HYDE will be like as a future, hopefully. Again, I feel like I have confidence that they will get their doll brand, so I can't wait to see like more developments for future prototypes. I think what got me most hyped is the Brooke Reed face design. I think that just looks so impeccable, just so clean. It looks so professional. Like, that looks to me like something we would see from Monster High. But I feel like we don't really get that even from Monster High. So I just feel like, you know, it looks so good. It looks too good. In fact, I'm kind of like suspicious. Like, there has to be a catch. This cannot be this perfect. But no, it really just is. It looks amazing. I feel like they put all of these people that have participated into making this passion project what it is today. I feel like it just shows like the effort and the blood, sweat and tears. Like, it just looks amazing. And I feel like we're finally here at a point where I feel like they're establishing themselves a little bit more. And, you know, actually their first post on Instagram, HYDE Universe, was like last year in December, 2024 of December. So yeah, it's really more recent that they've been sharing and updating us with all this information. So I feel like we're just getting started. This year might be the year of HYDE Universe. Like, let's not play around. This looks just very promising, and I definitely need to see more. But don't forget to let your votes and just your voices be heard down in the comments, to let the HYDE people know what characters you would like to see get picked for the first ever doll line theme coming soon. So again, remember, they're still in the prototyping stage, but it looks too promising. I feel like they're too good to fail. It's gonna work out. So please, again, let me know down below who you would like to see get picked for the first ever doll line theme called East Drift. And that was a video. I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and consider becoming a member today to support the channel if you're able to. And of course, so you never miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the doll tea you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time. Stay peachy. Kisses.